Hello everyone, my name is Amanda Dittlinger. I want to say thank you so much for clicking on this video. You don't know how much that means to me. On this channel, I talk about my neurodivergencies that I have, such as Aphantasia, which is the inability to visualize in your mind's eye. I also have a rare memory disorder called SDAM, which stands for Severely Deficient Autobiographical Memory. And I'm on the process of finding out if I'm also an undiagnosed adult with autism. So on this video today, I want to talk about object permanence. So I don't really know if this is due to my aphantasia, where I can't visualize, or my memory disorder, or if it happens because of a combination of both. It's actually something that I really don't talk about very much because people who do not have these issues just have a very, very hard time relating, and they always tend to take it personally, which I completely understand, but it's not personal. So what am I even talking about? So I don't know if for sure if object permanence is the right word, but it is a way to kind of sort of describe what I'm talking about. If a friend or a loved one is out of sight, for me, it is almost always out of mind. So if I go a certain amount of time without talking to someone, I will almost kind of forget about them. And like I said, that sounds like it's kind of personal, but it's not. It's just how my brain works. That's why I think I'm very diligent. A lot of my friends sometimes feel like I can be too clingy because I know this about myself, and I want to keep the people in my life on a very consistent basis. I have a hard time with those types of friendships that you only check in with every 3 months or so because of my memory disorder and my aphantasia. If I can't picture what they're doing through their daily life, it's so easy for me to forget them. And the longer I go without talking to somebody, the more I will forget important information that they may have told me in our last conversation, like things that their kids might be up to, or maybe they signed up to start a new degree. These could be big life events. But if I don't talk to the person and get regular updates on a regular basis, those details will slip away, and all I will have are my core facts about that friend, and I will get flustered when I reconnect with them because I'm trying to use context clues and not give away the fact that I actually forgot so many things that they may have told me in our last conversation. So one of the places, I'm going to call my sister out on this one because she knows I love her, but many years ago, she was living in Florida and I was living in Texas, and we were both just at an age where we were both very busy. And I was trying to start a family, and she was actually working at Disney World at the time, and so she was really busy with her job, and we went a very long time without calling each other. And I would somehow maybe talk to my mom one day, and she would say, "Oh, did you hear my sister, did blah, 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 blah." And I would almost have this panic attack guilt, oh my God, I haven't even thought about my sister in how many weeks? And my brain will start to race and try to when's the last time I even gave this person that I love a single thought? And I absolutely hate that feeling. So that's why oftentimes I will text my friends once a day, once every couple of days, and I get that they don't quite understand why, when I now realize that most people don't necessarily contact friends that often unless it's a super close friend. But it's my way of keeping them current in my life and in my memory so that they don't disappear from my life. And my brain, actually, not just my life. They're there in my life, and I will reconnect with them, but they will just the more time that goes past, the more time I will forget about them. And I've even had people in my life that once so much time has passed and we haven't connected, you know how sometimes friendships just drift apart, and that's normal part of life. But when I think about those people, my memories of them just go away faster and faster, and I will remember less and less about the time that we spent together as friends if they don't stay current in my life. And it's really hard and it's sad and I don't love it. But it is, you know, part of living with a memory disorder. And like I said, I don't know how much aphantasia has to do with it too, because if I could think about that person and visualize them, it might help keep them in my brain a little bit more, but I'm not sure. Anyway, I hope that you found this video interesting, and if you did, make sure you hit the subscribe button as I try to grow this new channel, because I want to bring awareness to all these different neurodivergencies, because you never ever know what another person may be going through. A lot of these things are called invisible disabilities. Now, Aphantasia and SDAM are not in the DSM because they are still being studied and they're being researched currently right now. And I wouldn't even necessarily consider them a disability, but it is definitely a neurodivergency, and it definitely affects my everyday life. And until the next one,